Good morning to all. Today we are going to discuss the fourth chapter book exercise, phrasal verb of 9th standard. Book exercise page number 97. Okay, phrasal verb. Okay, already we had discussed about what is phrase and what is clause. Now we are going to discuss about the phrasal verb. Phrasal verb is a verb that is made up of main verb together with the adverb or preposition or both. So phrasal verb is a verb it made up of two verbs of main verb, adverb or preposition or both. It may be it's a combination of verb. It's a verb. It's a combination of adverb. It made with adverb or preposition. In some case both will be there, adverb and preposition will be there, to create a completely new meaning. It gives a new meaning. Okay. The word will be there. Sometimes it may be in the form of adverb or in the form of preposition, or it a combination of both the adverb and the preposition. Okay, it will give us a completely different new meaning. Let us see. They had given a book exercise for us. So column A and column B. In column A they had given the phrasal verb. In column B we have to write the answer. The first one, fond of. Preposition and adverb is there. We have to write the meaning of this word. Fond of, it means having a strong desire. If you like something, that is having a strong liking. If you like something much, that is fond of. Liking for something. Okay. Next, the second one, hidden away. Hidden away. The new meaning is to cover. Lock up. Lock up means shut away, or another one meaning is there, that is acquire. Laughed at. Something that is intended to make them seem silly. Looked at. To think about the situation. Bring up. To grow. Gave up. Stop doing something. Copy down in your book. This is a book exercise you have to copy in your notebook. So, phrasal verb. Now, we are going to learn about auxiliary verbs at the same page number of 97. What is auxiliary verb? Auxiliary verb is otherwise known as helping verbs. Auxiliary verbs of three types. One is primary auxiliary, modal and semi-modal. Here they have divided the modal into modal and semi-modal. So they have divided into two, primary auxiliaries and modals. Again, these primary auxiliaries are divided into three: be verb, do verb and have verb. Be verbs are of 5: am, is, are, was, were. Do verbs are of 3: do, does, did. Have verbs are of 3: have, has, had. Okay, they are 11 in number. Totally auxiliary verbs are 24. Okay, see, be verbs are 5: am, is, are, was, were. Am, is, are present tense, was and were are past tense. Am and is are singular, are is plural. Same, were is also plural of past tense. Was is a singular of past tense. Do, does, did. Did is the past form, do and does in the present form. Have and has in the present form, had in the form of past form. Okay. Next, let us discuss about the modals. Can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must. Modals are of 9. Can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must. Semi-modals. Ought to, used to, need, dare. So, semi-modals are 4. So, 24 auxiliaries are there. It is divided into 3: primary auxiliary, modal, semi-modal. Primary auxiliaries are of 3 types: be verbs, do verbs and have verbs. Okay. In be verbs we have 5: am, is, are, was, were. Do verbs 3: do, does, did. Have verbs also again 3: have, has, had. This am is a present tense, am is are the present tense, am and is a singular, are is a plural form. This both are past tense, was and the were. Was is a past tense singular, were is a past and plural form. Do and does is a present form, did is a past form. Have and has is the present form, had is a past form. Can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must, or to, used to, need, dare. These are the auxiliary verbs. Okay, let us do the exercise which is given in our book. Let us discuss one by one. First, we will discuss the usage of the modal must. Look at your book, page number 98. See, expression, sudden obligation. Obligation means request. Logical conclusion. If you conclude something, முடிவுக்கு வர்றது, we will use must. Certainty. Certainty means surely. நிச்சயமா. If you say something surely, that is certainty. So, we will use must for the strong obligation, logical conclusion, certainty. Okay, certainty means must, கண்டிப்பாக, நிச்சயமாக, that is certainty. So, they had given example, you must stop when the traffic signal turns red. So, whenever the traffic signal shows us red light, immediately we have to stop the vehicle. We must be very tired, he must be very tired, he hasn't been working all day long. So, because he had worked for a long duration, so definitely he may be, that is a logical conclusion, because he had worked for a long duration, so he was tired. Okay, so this is how we have to use, this is a usage of the must in the condition of strong obligation, logical conclusion and certainty. We will use must. Next we will discuss about must not. See, this must not we will use only for the prohibition. Prohibition means தடை செய்யப்பட்டது. That is, we will use this must not only at the area of prohibition. So, for example, you must not smoke in the hospital. So, we should not smoke, even not only in the hospital, in the public place. We must not smoke. That is a prohibition. தடை செய்யப்பட்டது. Okay. Next, we will discuss about may. May we will use for seeking permission. May I go home? We will use may. Seeking permission. Another one, possibilities. It may happen or may not happen. What is the difference between the possibilities and probability? Possibility means it may happen or may not happen. Probability means we like to happen. இது நடக்கணும் அப்படி நம்ம நினைப்போம்ல, that is like to happen. That is a meaning of the probability. Possibilities means there is a சாத்தியம். In Tamil we used to say சாத்தியம். It may be or may not. நடக்கலாம், நடக்க வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. So even for the first one we will use for the permission, may I come in, and where are my keys? They may be in the car. It means they may be in the car means it may be there or may not be there. Okay, that is a possibilities of them. So, for must we will use for strong obligation, logical conclusion as well as the certainty. Must not only for prohibition, and may we will use for permission, seeking permission, possibilities and probability. Might also we will use in the same form. It is the past tense of the may. So, we will use might for polite permission. Here may we will use for permission, but in might we will use for polite, more requesting permission. Okay. The same possibilities and probability. Already I told you what is the difference between the probability and the possibilities. Let us discuss about the examples which is given in our book. That is, may I suggest an idea? If you ask, may I suggest an idea? It is that we are seeking the permission. Okay. But here, might I suggest an idea? It goes more polite. The conversation is more polite. It might go on holiday to the Australia next year. I might go on Australia. It means that is he will go or won't go. That is a past form of may. Okay. Next, can. I hope you will understand where we have to use must. Must we will use for the strong obligation and certainty, logical conclusion. Must not only at the prohibition. May we will use for permission, possibilities and probability. Both may and might are same meaning. So there is a different. It may is a past form of might is a past form of may, and we will use this might in the situation of polite permission. Okay. Then both this may and might are same. So we had discussed about the four models. One is must, another one is must not, may and might. So must, may, might we had discussed. We will discuss about can. Can we will use for ability, permission, and possibilities. Okay. So this can shows the ability, I can swim, and permission, can I use your mobile phone, and possibilities, smoke can cause cancer. Okay. So can we will use for ability, permission, and as well as we can use for the possibilities. Then we will discuss about could. Could is a past form of can, and it is a ability in the past. Ability in the past. Next, polite permission. Next one, we can use the same as a possibilities. The same, it is a past form, only it is a ability in the past, and it is a permission, it is a polite permission. Okay. Then more or less both are same. So when I was younger, I would run fast. So now he is not young, he is old, it shows. So it's a ability which is in the past. Excuse me, could I just say something? It's a polite permission. Then it would rain tomorrow. There is a possibilities of getting rain tomorrow. Okay. Next one, we are going to discuss about need not and should, ought to. Need not. Need not, it is not necessary. It means lack of necessity. No need to do that. There is no necessity of doing that. That is a lack of necessity. Okay. Another one, absence of obligation. I need not to buy tomatoes because there are plenty of tomatoes in the fridge. So there is a need not to buy the tomatoes. Lack of necessity. Thevai, that is. Next one, should or ought to. Okay. 50% obligation. We can use for 50% obligation. Request. Then we can use in the advice as well as in the logical conclusion. Logical conclusion. Logical conclusion. I should or ought to see the doctor, that is advice. Then you should revise for your test, that is also advice. He should be very tired, he have been working for a long hours. This is the logical conclusion, because he was worked for a hour, so he was tired. Okay, and next we will discuss about where we will use this modals. What are the uses of modal auxiliaries? Modal auxiliaries are used to indicate the tense, to frame a questions, to short answers, direct, indirect, active, passive, question tag, and as well as in the negatives. Let us do the book exercise which is given in our book. Choose the correct option which is given in the bracket, do and don'ts, at the page number of 100. So, all these models we will use in the question tag, active, passive voice, to indicate the tense. So, these models are very important to learn all the grammar part. Okay. So, the first one, we use dash when something is compulsory, obligatory or important. So, we use must. When it is compulsory, we will use must. It's a page number 100. C1. Okay. Next, we use dash something is right thing to do. So, we will use should. Next, we use dash when something is suggested or recommended. So, when we give advice, we will use should. Okay. Next one, the D. First one, student dash be quiet when they write the exam. Student may quiet. Dash wear the coat, it's quite warm. You should not wear the coat because it is a warm. Shouldn't. You can use the word shouldn't there. Then dash open the window, it is very hot in the room. May I? Seeking permission. Next, dash go to school yesterday because I was ill yesterday. So, I wouldn't. Why he had not went to school? Because he was ill. When she was 18, she dash run fast. She would. It shows the past habitual action. Dash drive fast. It is not safe. You can't. He is a famous cricketer. He dash bat well. He can. It shows the ability of the person. Copy down in your book. Okay. Again the same page number 100, they had given a letter to us. You are Adavan, while you are away on the holiday, your house was burglared. Use appropriate models and complete the letter to our friends telling him or her about it. Okay, there is a letter, the Ramesh, the friend Adavan is writing a letter to the Ramesh, and what he had said, let us see. How are you? I feel sad to inform that my house was burglared last week when I was on the holiday. The burglar dash have known from the accumulated newspaper pile that I have gone away. When I we came back last Sunday, I found that the door broken. I dash could forgotten to bolt the back door from inside, and they dash have entered through it. My house was ransacked. They took my laptop and other valuables. I dash had deposited the jewel in the bank locker to avoid this loss. I dash have informed my neighbor about my week-long trip. Well, I registered an FIR with the police. They are investigating the case. They have assured that I get my jewel back. The burglar dash be caught very soon. Convey my regards to all at home. So, this is a letter the other one had written to Ramesh about the robbery took place in his home. So they had given the dash, at the every dash we have to supply the suitable models. The first one, burglar dash have known from the accumulated newspaper pile that I have gone away. So the burglar would. Next one. When I came back last Sunday, I found the back door lock broken. I dash have forgotten to bolt the back door from inside. I would. Next. They dash have entered through it. So they would have. Next. I dash have deposit my jewel in the bank locker to avoid this loss. It's advice, so I should. Next. I dash have informed my neighbors. I must. Next. I have registered an FIR with the police. They are investigating the case. They have assured that dash I dash get my jewel. I would get my jewel back. The burglar dash be caught very soon. They could. So first one. Copy down in your book of page number 100. Okay. Now they had given a square from the we have to match the square to form a proper sentence. In the square they had divided into 4: subject, modal, verb and the rest. The objects is given there. So we have to frame 4 sentences of the advice and 4 sentences of the obligation and prohibition. Okay. So they had used for advice, they used should and shouldn't. The obligation and the prohibition they had used must and mustn't. Okay. The first 4 I will write, the next 4 you have to do as a homework. There is no space in your book. So according to the availability of the space in the bottom or the top of the page, you have to write there. Okay. In the first column they had given I, she, they, Sham and Jay. Here in the modal, shouldn't and should. In the verb, take, eat, wear, see, go. Some pills, warm clothes, doctor, home. Okay, let us frame a sentence. So by using the subject I, this is a page number 101. So using the subject I should take some pill. Pills is a tablet, nothing else, it's a tablet. Okay, next, she. We will use another one, shouldn't. She shouldn't wear warm cloth. Okay, next one. They should see a doctor. They should see a doctor. Another one. Sham and Ajay shouldn't go home. Sam and Jay shouldn't go home. Okay. The next thing, the same. Instead of should and shouldn't, we have to use must and mustn't. Okay. Let me rub the board. Then the next one, the same page 101, filling the blanks with the suitable appropriate model. So we have to fill the blanks with a suitable model. In the blank, in the bracket they had given some models are there: will, shall, would, should, can, could, may, might, ought to. Okay. So that they had given a paragraph about the milk. According to that we have to fill the models. Milk is nutritious food enriched with vitamins and the proteins. We dash take milk regularly so that we dash not develop deficiency of our body. Aged person, children and patient dash take milk in sufficient quantities as it provided strength to your body we dash supplement its fruits, vegetables and pulses for the proper growth of our body. But we dash consume milk for good qualities, otherwise it dash harm to the body. We dash be careful while selecting our food item because there is a chance that these be adulterated and dash protect our health. Let us see. Milk is a nutritious food, enriched vitamins and proteins. We dash take milk regularly. So it is advised. So we can use should there. We should take milk regularly, so that we dash not develop deficiency in the body. We shall not. Next. Aged person, children, patient dash take milk in sufficient quantity. Should take. Next. We dash supplement it with fruits, vegetables and pulses for the proper growth. So we can supplement. Okay. Next. But we dash consume milk of good quality. We should. Otherwise it dash cause harm to the body. It may. Next one, we dash be very careful while selecting our food items. We must careful. Because there is a chance that these would be adulterated. Adulterated na enadhu kalapadama iru. Okay, we must protect our health. This is how we have, according to the word, we have to fill in the blanks with the suitable models. Model is most necessary, important thing we have to learn. If you had not known this, it is very difficult for you to learn the grammar. This is the basic of all the grammar things. Thank you, my dear students. I hope you had understand what is modals and what is phrasal verbs.